Hi everyone, Jesse here with eTrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at the TowSmart custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2018 Audi Q5. The Audi Q5 is a really nice car. It's got a really clean interior, so it's always nice to add some extra storage space onto the back of the vehicle, and adding a hitch allows you to do that. With this hitch, you can throw in accessories such as a bike rack or a cargo carrier, and you can even do some light duty towing. As you can see, the hitch mounts behind the fascia, so the cross tubes are completely hidden, and all you'll be able to see is the receiver opening, and that receiver opening is your standard 2" by 2". That's going to fit most of your accessories. The pin and clip will not come included with the hitch. However, we have many options available here at eTrailer. Also, any accessory that you add on will most likely come with one included. And on the bottom here, we have a wire type safety cable loop. Very easy to access with whatever style you have. For example, this large clevis, or even an S like this. Now for some measurements. From the ground to the top of the inside of the collar is about 15¼ inches. That's for your ground clearance. Then from the center of our pinhole to the edge of the bumper is about 3½ inches. You want to keep that number in mind for any folding accessories that you might add on to make sure they don't make contact with the vehicle. And for the weight capacities, we have a gross trailer weight of 5,000 pounds. That's the amount of weight that you can pull behind the vehicle. Then we have a maximum tongue weight of 750 pounds. That's the amount of weight pushing down on the hitch. Always be sure to double check your Audi's owner's manual to ensure that your Q5 can handle that weight safely. All in all, if you're looking for a hitch for your Q5, this is a good option for you. I like that it's hidden behind the fascia. A lot of the other options are also hidden, so feel free to check those out. But since they are hidden behind the fascia, that involves some extra steps in the installation process. You do have to remove the fascia, which can get to be a pretty lengthy process. If you're not looking to do this yourself, then feel free to check out our dealer locator to find someone local to you that's willing to help you out. If you have installed this yourself and you want to share some tips or tricks, or maybe you just want to share some photos of what the hitch looks like installed on your Q5, please feel free to leave a review or a comment. But otherwise, we're going to shoot to our hitch specialist, Daniel, and he's going to walk you through that install.
First off, I'm going to get a T25 Torx bit and get these screws removed under the fascia here. Now I'm going to be taking some hardware off of the wheel well here, and just make sure you do everything you do on this side to the other side as well. And this one is a T20 instead of a T25 Torx bit. Now we are going to be removing this rear fascia, so I taped the seams we are going to be working with. We're going to get this liner on the wheel well removed, so I taped this seam as well as the seam with the rear fascia and the other side of the vehicle. I got a 10mm socket, and I'm going to go ahead and remove these two nuts that's holding the carpet to the wheel well. There's going to be another T25 screw that we're going to remove. The bottom of this wheel well liner. Now with that removed, we can get the carpet material and get this pushed back. And it's going to reveal another T25 screw we're going to have to remove. I'll get this in here. This one's about 6 inches from the one we just took out previous. I'll go ahead and take this out now. Now there's going to be 2 more in this same area, just above the one we just took out. One's going to be right here, and then the last one's going to be up here. Next, we're going to want to take these T20 plastic buttons out of either side. We'll go ahead and set this to the side. Next, we're going to take this cargo paneling out. So on the driver's side here, you can fully remove this and set it to the side. I'm going to lift our hatch, set that back. Now this cargo paneling can be removed, but we're going to set this back because it is connected to 12-volt power. To remove this centerpiece, I got a trim panel tool and I just put it up under here just so I can get some fingers in there, and it's going to apply some pressure. You're going to want to pull up on this all the way down, and I'm going to set this to the side. Next, we're going to find these rubber caps and we're going to get these removed on either side. And these should reveal a 10mm socket. Now I got a light and I'm shining it in the hole, and there's going to be a hole in the top here where I can see my bolt I need to take out. It is going to be a 10mm nut here. And I'm actually going to put a paper towel in my socket so this doesn't fall where I can't get it. So I'm going to put that in there. Now I also have a magnet on standby just in case, but you really don't want these to fall down in there. Now I'm just going to get needle nose and pull this out. I'm going to do this on the other side as well. There's going to be 2 more 10mm nuts we're going to have to remove. They're going to be inside of these panels we removed. Now the hole is a little bit bigger, so you could get your finger in there. To get these removed. Now we're going to remove this wheel well trim piece. I am just going to start at the bottom here and pull out. Now there's going to be some gray clips, and I'm going to push in with a trim panel tool. And once you get that one removed, kind of work your way up to the next one. And do the same thing. I'm going to push in and kind of back out like that, just to get these freed. Once I got those first couple removed, the rest came out pretty easily. And you're just not going to want to remove this whole thing, just up to this T20 screw here. I'm going to put a shop towel just to hold this in place for me, and I'm going to get this one removed. Now we can go ahead and remove the fascia. I got Jesse here helping me on the other side. Now I do have a cart on standby because we're going to have to keep the wire harness plugged in, and we're just going to swing it around and set it on this cart. But I'm going to start in the wheel well and get this pulled out. Oh, nice. Now we're going to go ahead and take the bumper off. We're going to use a 16mm socket and get these 4 bolts off. Now you are going to want to set these to the side because we will be reinstalling them. And with those all removed, I can take this off and set it to the side. Now we can put our hitch into place. They do give us some welded studs that we can set it into place while we get our hardware in. So I'm going to raise it up, run this in a couple threads on both sides so it holds it in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten and torque all these down. Now I'm going to go ahead and torque these to the specs of the instructions. And if you don't have a torque wrench at home, you can rent one from your local auto parts store, or you can buy one from us at eTrailer.
Daniel got our fascia reinstalled. It's just going to be the reverse of how we took it off, but otherwise that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the TowSmart custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2018 Audi Q5.